As you probably know, one of the big movies out this week is Julie and Julia, the new film by Nora Ephron, which should be good news. I really like Nora Ephron. I've met her a couple of times, I've interviewed her, she seems very smart and she's made some really good comedies. But here's the problem with Julie and Julia. It's a film about cooking and therefore a film about eating, which is always something of a difficult issue for me. I mean, I'm a larger gentleman and I like a good meal, but there's something about watching people eating on screen that always slightly turns my stomach. So, with that in mind, here is my top 10 list of Eat to the Beat movies. Kicking off at 10, La Grande Bouffe, Marco Ferrari's classic 70s satire in which decadent men go to the countryside to eat themselves to death, which brings us neatly to number 9, Super Size Me. Morgan Spurlock finds out what happens if you decide to live on McDonald's for a month. Top scene involves our reporter puking up a Big Mac and fries in the parking lot, something we've all done. At 8, one of the most controversial movies of all time, Pasolini's Salo. When the police busted a London screening in the 70s, they confiscated not only the film, but the screen onto which it was projected. Key scene, oh yum, chocolate pudding. Oh, hang on a minute, that's not chocolate. In at 7, Pink Flamingos. After 90 minutes of depravity, including chicken sex and worse, Divine proves that she is the filthiest person alive by eating dog poo. For real. Suddenly Salo doesn't seem so bad. At 6, Mr. Creosote's stomach-bursting restaurant visit from Monty Python's Meaning of Life. Oh, come on, sir, it is only wafer thin. At 5, Werner Herzog eats his shoe, in which the Bavarian maestro eats his shoe. Why? Well, because he told rising filmmaker Errol Morris that's what he'd do if he ever got Gates of Heaven made, which he did. Move over Chaplin, Werner is at the table. At 4, an oldie but goldie, Theatre of Blood. Having been mistreated by Dumbo critics, are there any other kind, Vincent Price takes Shakespearean revenge, which includes feeding corpulent Robert Morley a pie made of his own dogs. Could have been worse, he could have taken him to McDonald's. At 3, despite a pretty much blanket ban on all things cannibal in the 80s, Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Cannibal Apocalypse, Cannibal Man, the BBFC allowed Peter Greenaway to serve up a dish of human flesh in The Cook, the Thief, his wife and her lover on the simple ground that, well, it's art, innit? Do you want chips with that, love? Getting close to the top spot, and at 2, it's Dumplings, Fruit Chan's horrible Hong Kong oddity, adapted from an equally unpalatable short. The plot, the secret of eternal youth, lies in eating dumplings made from, well, how shall I put this? Well, from the unborn. Apparently it's a political satire on China's one-child policy. Hard to tell as I was too busy trying not to throw up. And at number 1 in our chart of top 10 movie eat treats, it's our old friend Anthropophagus, aka the Beast, aka the Grim Reaper, aka this vile video nasty corrupting our nation's youth. After 90 minutes of munching mayhem, our eponymous anti-hero gets a pickaxe in the abdomen and tries to prevent his insides from becoming his outsides by eating his own spilling intestines. Beat that, Nora Ephron.